What would you do if the last dollar in your pocket could either feed your child or save a stranger? Ethan Parker was a carpenter in a small Midwestern town. He was 35, married to Lily, and they had a 7-year-old daughter named Emma. For years, his workshop had been filled with orders: dining tables, rocking chairs, kitchen cabinets. People trusted his hands, his patience, his craft. But everything changed the night a sudden electrical fire burned his workshop to the ground. Ethan stood outside a grocery store holding his last dollar. One single dollar, the only money left in his pocket. Lily had been sick for days, and little Emma hadn't eaten a proper meal since yesterday. Every morning, Ethan saw her eyes drift toward the warm muffins and fresh bread inside the bakery across the street. This $1 could buy them just enough food to make it through the day, maybe two, if they stretched it. As he walked toward the bakery, he noticed an elderly woman sitting near a church bench. Her coat was torn, her shoes worn out, her face weathered with hardship. She held out a trembling hand to people passing by, but everyone rushed past without looking. Ethan slowed. He looked at the dollar in his hand, soft and warm from being held so tight. My family needs this, he thought. Emma is hungry. Lily is sick. This is all we have. But something deep inside him refused to let him walk away. Maybe it was how his mom raised him. Maybe it was the kind of man he hoped Emma would see when she looked at him. He didn't know. He only knew he couldn't ignore her. Ethan walked up to the woman and knelt beside her. "Ma'am," he said gently, placing the dollar in her palm, "please take this. I pray it gives you a little warmth today." The old woman's eyes filled instantly. She stared at him for a long moment and whispered, "Son, you've given from an empty hand. That's the rarest kind of kindness." Ethan walked home with empty pockets and a heavy heart. When he told Lily what he'd done, she didn't speak at first. He feared she might be upset. They desperately needed that dollar, but she reached for his hand. "We'll get through this," she said. "We always do." That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. He sat by the window wondering if he'd made a terrible mistake. Have I helped a stranger while my own child is hungry? What kind of father does that? In the quiet of dawn, half asleep, a thought rose inside him. The seed you plant in faith becomes the tree that shelters you later. The next morning, someone knocked on the door. It was Mr. Walker, a wealthy businessman Ethan had built furniture for years ago. "I heard about the fire," Mr. Walker said, "and I also heard what you did yesterday outside the church." Ethan's heart dropped. Had everyone been whispering about his foolish generosity? "That woman," Mr. Walker continued, "she told me how you gave your last dollar while your own family struggled." He pulled out a thick envelope. "I'm opening 3 new businesses. I need someone trustworthy to craft all the furniture. Not just a carpenter, a partner, someone with character." He extended his hand. 50-50 partnership. We'll rebuild your workshop, bigger and better. What do you say?" Ethan couldn't speak. He simply nodded as tears filled his eyes. 6 months later, Ethan's new workshop was twice the size of the old one. Emma was back in school, smiling again. Lily had fully recovered. And every Friday, Ethan set aside money to help anyone going through hard times. He never forgot the lesson he learned that day. If this story touched your heart, remember there are many more stories like this waiting for you here. So take a moment and subscribe to Lamplit Tales and be part of this journey where every story teaches peace, hope, and self-discovery. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay kind, stay calm, and keep your inner light glowing.